Danny Van Ruyen improved his first with a 0:59.169. Danny Van Ruyen is provisional pole with a 0:58.900. Five minutes remaining in the session. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Danny Van Ruyen is provisional pole with a 0:58.896. Announcer bot is active. Danny Van Ruyen from Netherlands is first. Dolph Hoff from South Africa is P1. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P4. Danny Van Ruyen is first. Best lap is a 1:31.450. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P5. The race session is at Prototype Zwartkops Raceway. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the northeast. Danny Van Ruyen from Netherlands is first. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is second. Mike McGeer from South Africa is P3. Ernest Heather from South Africa is fourth. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is fifth. Tommy Glad from South Africa is P6. Janine Glad from South Africa is 7th. Peter Grobler from South Africa is 8th. Race start. Danny Van Ruyen is first. Peter Geldenhuis is second. Mike McGeer is P3. Ernest Heather is P4. DeWald Lambert is P5. Peter Grobler is 8th. Dole Koch from South Africa is 9th. Peter Geldenhuis is 2nd. Mike McDeer on lap 2 is P3, 0.4 ahead of Ernest Heather. DeWald Lambert behind is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is P4. Best lap is a 1:48.386. 0.661 off the fastest lap. Tommy Glad is P7 9 P2P left, 0.1 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is 2nd, 0.4 behind Danny van Rooyen. DeWald Lambert is 5th 9 P2P left, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P6 10 P2P left, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad behind is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis is 2nd 9 P2P left, 0.4 behind Danny van Rooyen. DeWald Lambert on lap 3 is 6th battling Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler behind is on P2P. DeWald Lambert passed Peter Grobler for P5. Peter Grobler is P6 9 P2P left, 0.2 ahead of Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad behind is on P2P. Tommy Glad from South Africa is 7th 6 P2P left, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P6 8 P2P left, 0.4 ahead of Tommy Glad. DeWald Lambert is 6th. Tommy Glad behind is on P2P. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is on P2P. Tommy Glad is 7th 5 P2P left, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert is 6th 8 P2P left, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. lap 6 is P7, 0.7 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is P6, 0.8 ahead of Tommy Glad. DeWald Lambert is on P2P. Tommy Glad on lap 7 is P7 for P2P left, 0.8 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis is P25 P2P left, 1.3 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Geldenhuis is on P2P. Tommy Glad is P7 3 P2P left, 0.7 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad is on P2P. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis is second for P2P left, 1.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Geldenhuis is on P2P. Tommy Glad is P7 2 P2P left, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad is on P2P. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P5 3 P2P left, 1.3 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Grobler is on P2P. Tommy Glad is 7th 1 P2P left, 1.4 behind DeWald Lambert. Tommy Glad is on P2P. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P5 1 P2P left, 0.7 behind Ernest Heather. Tommy Glad is P7. Best lap is a 0:59.950. 1.174 off the fastest lap. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is 5th. Best lap is a 0:59.197. 0.421 off the fastest lap. Danny Van Ruyen is on P2P. The leader has just finished the race. Danny Van Ruyen finished first. Peter Geldenhuis finished second. Mike McKeer finished P3. Ernest Heather finished fourth. Peter Grobler finished P5. Peter Grobler finished P5. Tommy Glad finished 6th. DeWald Lambert finished P7. Janine Glad finished 8th. Dolph Hoff finished 9th. Announcer bot is active. Danny Van Ruyen from Netherlands is first. Danny Van Ruyen is on P2P. Dolph Hoff from South Africa is third. Danny Van Ruyen is first. Best lap is a 1:16.006. The race session is at Prototype Zwartkops Raceway. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the north-northeast. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P1. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P2. Mike McGeer from South Africa is P3. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P4. Peter Grobler from South Africa is 5th. Tommy Glad from South Africa is 6th. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P7. Race start. Danny van Rooyen is P1. Mike McGeer is P3. Ernest Heather is 4th. Mike McGeer is 4th. Ernest Heather is 4th. Tommy Glad is 5th. Tommy Glad lost 5th to Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is 6th. Peter Grobler passed Tommy Glad for P5. Peter Grobler lost P5 to Tommy Glad. Dewald Lambert is 7th, 0.3 behind Peter Grobler. Dewald Lambert is on P2P. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. Mike McGeer is P4, 9 P2P left, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Grobler is P7, 9 P2P left, 0.1 behind Dewald Lambert. Dewald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Mike McGeer is P4, 0.2 behind Ernest Heather. Dewald Lambert is 6th, 9 P2P left, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad behind is on P2P. Dewald Lambert passed Tommy Glad for P5. Tommy Glad from South Africa is 6th, 8 P2P left, 0.1 behind Dewald Lambert. Tommy Glad lost P6 to Peter Grobler. Ernest Heather is 4th, 8 P2P left, 0.4 behind Mike McGeer. Peter Grobler is P6, 0.6 behind Dewald Lambert. Peter Grobler is on P2P. Dewald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Tommy Glad behind is on P2P. P2P left. Tommy Glad is P77 P2P left, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Tommy Glad is on P2P. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P46 P2P left, 0.7 behind Mike McGear. Peter Geldenhuis on lap 5 is P26 P2P left, 0.5 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Geldenhuis is on P2P. Danny Van Ruyen ahead is on P2P. Ernest Heather is P4. Best lap is a 0:59.670. 0.892 off the fastest lap. Peter Geldenhuis is second 5 P2P left, 0.7 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Tommy Glad on lap 6 is 7th 5 P2P left, 0.5 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert was 0.6 faster last lap. Tommy Glad is on P2P. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis is P24 P2P left, 0.9 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Tommy Glad is P74 P2P left, 0.4 behind DeWald Lambert. Geldenhuis is second 3 P2P left, 1.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Tommy Glad is 7th 3 P2P left, 0.4 behind DeWald Lambert. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P5 2 P2P left, 1.4 behind Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather ahead is on P2P. DeWald Lambert from Bhutan is 7th 4 P2P left, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is on P2P. Janine Glad behind is on P2P. Grobler is 5th 1P2P left, 1.0 behind Ernest Heather. DeWald Lambert is 7th 2P2P left, 0.4 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is P5, 0.9 behind Ernest Heather. DeWald Lambert is 7th 1P2P left, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Peter Grobler from South Africa is 5th, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is 7th, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. DeWald Lambert is on P2P. Janine Glad behind is on P2P. Danny Van Ruyen is on P2P. The leader has just finished the race. Danny Van Ruyen finished first. Peter Gelden was finished P2. Mike McGeer finished third. Ernest Heather finished fourth. Peter Grobler finished fifth. Tommy Glad finished sixth. DeWald Lambert finished seventh. Janine Glad finished 8th. Dolph Hoff from South Africa finished 9th. Dolph Hoff finished 9th.